Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing really well and welcome back to another studio vlog. If you're new here, I'm Shannon and I'm a pet portrait and wildlife artist and I specialise in coloured pencils, so if that's of interest to you then keep on watching. So if you've been watching my vlogs for like any period of time, you might already notice that I'm in a different place to usual. I'm back in my old studio, believe it or not, at my parents' house. A lot has changed in the past few weeks and I've been putting off making any new videos like this because I've just not wanted to like come on and talk about it, but I am feeling a little bit better now. I'm starting to like get back to myself and feel ready to come back on here. I've been sharing little bits on Instagram and stuff, but I obviously haven't talked about any of the changes or anything like that. But I'm no longer with my partner. Sadly, I've had to be the one to walk away without Paddy, which is the most heartbreaking part of it all for me. It's something that I've really struggled to come to terms with, and I feel like I'm going to get upset again. That has been really difficult to process, and I'm only now sort of being able to talk about it. I don't really want to go into details because it's all very personal and upsetting. I'm really sorry that the vlogs are going to be a little bit different. He's not going to be in them as much. Thankfully, the one thing that is like getting me through all this is the fact that I am still going to be able to go and see him, take him for walks, and I can go whenever I want basically to go and see him. So I'm trying to stay positive. There are so many awful things that are going on in the world at the minute, and at least he's still all well, he's good, he's happy, and I can see him anytime. Like, he's not died, he's still alive and well, do you know what I mean? I always think when something bad happens, like, everyone's still alive and well, it's all good. If you're on Patreon, I have done a little update over there, but other than that, I don't really want to like get into it. I kind of just want to crack on and get back to doing the things that I love, which is drawing, talking about drawing, you know, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I do really appreciate your patience waiting on me to post anything on here again, because I've just had to take a little bit of time off from it obviously. But yeah, I've got my old studio back, so in a way I have got what I wanted, which was a studio space, but just not in the way that I expected it to happen. I'm glad that that's out of the way now. I was really not looking forward to talking about it. In some ways I've been sort of really wishing that I don't do the YouTube and the vlogs and stuff, because then I wouldn't have to come on here and talk about it, but then obviously this is what I love doing. Yeah, I kind of wanted to update you though, because obviously Paddy's been such a huge part of the vlogs for the past year and a bit. So today is Tuesday. I'm gonna see what I can film this week. I'm just gonna like ease myself back into it. I have some nice things planned towards the end of the week, so I thought it'd be nice to bring you along with me. I also have some clips from when I met up with Becca Baron, who is another artist on here, and I never ended up making a vlog from those clips, so I think I will insert those now so that you can have a little watch. Paddy's here. So today I've got a very different day to usual because I'm actually not going to be doing anything in the studio today. I'm meeting up with Becca Baron, who is another pet portrait and wildlife artist. She's on YouTube as well. So if you like watching my videos, then I can guarantee you'll enjoy watching Becca's videos too. I mean, most of you probably are already well aware of who Becca is. So yeah, we've already met up once before. We went for a little walk with Paddy and he was absolutely obsessed with her. I've never seen him warm to somebody so quickly before. He just wouldn't leave her side. He was obsessed with her. So we thought today, for a bit of a change, we would do something without Paddy, because let's be honest, he would probably spend the whole day just obsessing over Becca. So we thought it'd be nice to go to a place called Smithil's Farm in Bolton, because it's near both of us. It's only about an hour away from me, about half an hour from Becca. So I'm going to go and pick her up. We're going to go and head to Smithil's Farm. It's basically just like a farm where you can wander around, take pictures of the animals, feed them, stuff like that. We're probably going to be the oldest ones there without kids. But let's be honest, we're all big kids at heart, so it's fine. Everyone else is going to be like families with young children, but Hey ho, you just got to do what you want to do. It doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, I'm gonna go and set off soon to pick her up. I've already done all the work that I needed to do this morning. Kind of just thought it'd be nice to vlog something where I'm not working, to show you that you can have a work-life balance and still do things and, you know, make time for yourself and friends and stuff like that. So it's also really nice to meet up with other people doing the same sort of thing as me. It's like the closest thing that we'll get to having colleagues. So just thought I would take you along with me. I don't know how much I'll get to film, but I'm sure we'll see lots of animals and stuff, so it'll be a nice little day out. The sun isn't shining today, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm hoping it doesn't rain, so let's hope for some nice weather.
Who is it? Oh, she's a little cutie pie. Oh. I can't get over that name. Captivating Springsteen. Oh, we're gonna definitely be getting like 5 bags of this. We'll probably get more than enough. Yeah, more for me. I'm hungry. You're very gentle. I have to feed you. No fighting, please. A distinguished gentleman. Cheers. Cheers.
I really hope you enjoyed those clips of when I met up with Becca. It was such a nice time. We do have plans to do some more stuff together soon as well. Like, we'd love to go up to the Lake District and have a little day out there or something. I'm just working on this commission at the minute of Cookie and Lucky, little bunny rabbits. Unfortunately, Lucky passed away, so this is like partly a memorial piece. But they're both in it together, so I've put 2 different images of them both together, and I love how like the grass sort of just brings it all together in one piece. So I've been working on this for the past couple of weeks. I do have plenty of commissions to be getting on with, and to be honest, that's mostly what I've been keeping busy with since everything's changed. So it's been nice to just sort of switch off and just draw like I used to. So yeah, this is on a different paper to usual as well. I've been using the Canson Moulin de Roy hot pressed watercolour paper, which is one of the papers that I tested in my paper testing video where I did 4 different hot pressed papers, and I was sort of torn between the Canson and the Bockingford, but after testing them more extensively I definitely prefer the Canson. It's amazing. Honestly, it's absolutely stunning to draw on. I love it. It's really smooth. It reminds me a little bit of the old Fabriano texture before they changed it, but I want to say it's better. Like, I actually prefer it. It just blends so effortlessly, so easily, and I'm now realising just how much I didn't like the Arches paper. I thought I really liked it, but now that I've got this, I know that I didn't like it. I feel like it's been taking me ages to draw things, and I think it's been the paper. I just don't think I'm good with like really textured paper. I like a bit of a texture, but overall I quite like more of a smooth sort of finish. Really enjoying this paper, and I've actually ordered a few more sheets of it that arrived today. So I've got plenty to be getting on with for my next load of commissions. But I'm just working on the grass at the bottom here. I'm sort of filling in all of the dark shadowy spaces in between. Grass can be a little bit complicated to draw, but I just like to take my time with it and not rush through it too much. So yeah, things are all very different. I am enjoying being back in my old studio though. Like, it's nice to have my space back, and the lighting in here is really good. I've got my desk in front of the window now, so I can look outside. I get something to look at, better than staring at a wall. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay positive as much as I can. I feel like I need to take a bit away there actually. It also is really easy to take the pencil off this paper. You know, if you make a mistake and you add too much, it just comes off really effortlessly. So it's a very, very good paper for coloured pencils. Just going to do a little bit more on this today. A lot of the time there's quite a few different colours in grass. So there's obviously like a few different green shades that I usually use. And then I like using a bit of like browns, like burnt umber from the polychromos. So yeah, I've mostly used polychromos for this drawing. However, I have used quite a few Caran d'Ache luminance pencils like this one. The burnt ochre 50%, buff titanium, brown ochre 10%, burnt sienna 10%. They're some of my favourite luminance colours that I use quite a lot. So obviously I've had to use those for the sandy, like pinky coloured fur. It's been a really nice one to draw this. I've really enjoyed it. I have done another portrait in the past for this client as well, like back in, gosh, it must have been like 2019 maybe. It was one of the first portraits that I did when we moved into this house, so yeah, it was a while ago now. So it was nice to do portraits for returning clients. So it fills you with confidence knowing that they must have loved the portrait enough to book again. So yeah, it's lovely to hear from them again. Don't think it'll be too much longer till I finish this one now. I do find that I can work a little bit faster because it does blend in a lot more easily. It is like easier to build up those layers. I think with the arches you have to really work it in. Yeah, when you're sort of doing as much drawing as I am, if you can work a little quicker with a change of surface, then I welcome that with open arms. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone for being patient with me. Everyone's been so kind on Patreon. Like I said, I was really nervous to like share anything because it's quite personal, and everyone's just been so nice about it. So yeah, so I'm gonna get on with this and I'll chat to you later. Look at the moorhen babies. Can you see that little tiny black fluffy little chick? They're so cute. Mum's feeding them. They have such big feet in comparison to the body, like they're so out of proportion. There is another one somewhere. I think it's behind that one. Just thought I would show you this little upcycle project that I've been working on. So it's a little desk caddy, a little spinning one. There is a name for these, but I can't remember what it is. But I did the last little lick of paint on it this morning, and I've just put it all back together, screwed it all back in place, and I've added this little label pencils. And I love it. I just think that looks really good. It was 50p from the charity shop, and it had loads of little like kiddies drawings on it, so I quite like the fact that that's actually hidden underneath the paint. I like a piece that tells a story, so yeah, I love that. It literally cost me 50p. I already had some paint, so I didn't even really spend much on it. They're quite expensive, these, sometimes when you get like a really good quality one, so pleased with that. Love a little upcycle project. Okay, I'm now going to do the next part of the Rhino tutorial for YouTube because it has been too long since I last worked on this, and I've been getting comments of people asking when the next part's going to be up, so I better get on with it, hadn't I? Let's see how far I get. Hopefully I can do like the whole body in this part. Got my little pencil set up there. That's my currently used pencils, and that's obviously just like the rest of my collection. I do want to get another one of these for my luminance and Pablo's. Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 4 of the how to draw a rhino tutorial.
in mine. You're 5 feet off the ground. You rest on my shoulder.
So I've not long gotten off an Instagram live with Zoe Fitchett. We just did another live all about the Kenya trip because as I'm filming this today, there are only 17 days left to book onto the trip, so time is ticking now. We haven't got long left until the deadline, which is the 29th of June. So if any of you are interested in coming, it'll be even closer to the deadline by the time I've edited and uploaded this vlog. So there's not long left to go at all now, really. And I've just been doing a little bit of extra work on my giraffes because I would like to get these finished soon. Zoom you in a little bit closer. There we go, how's that? That's better. With everything that's gone on, I am so ready to just like go on a group travel trip and meet new people, explore a new place that I've never been to, and now's a better time than ever to be doing stuff like this for me, especially. And I'm sure a lot of other people might be in a situation where they just want to get out and experience the world and do something different. So yeah, I think this next couple of years for me, I'd love to travel to a few different places. Myself and Zoe hopefully will be doing more trips in the future as well. I would like to go and visit my friend over in Australia. I've got a few friends over there. I'd love to go and see them. We've been saying it for ages and it's just not been on the cards for me. But now that obviously circumstances have changed, maybe I'll get to go out and visit them now. Yeah, I just want to get out and experience the world more. Like, I spend so long drawing animals from different countries, and want to actually go and visit more places where I can see more wildlife, and it's a nice opportunity to like be positive and look forward to things that are to come. So yeah, we just did a little Instagram live just chatting about all of the trip details. We have actually got a few people interested, so yeah, I'm feeling very hopeful, feeling good, feeling positive. Making good progress with this drawing as well. It's taken me a while because of all these little patches and stuff, quite fiddly, and I found it really difficult to concentrate on what I was drawing but also talk at the same time because I just can't seem to do two things at once. I'm not good at multitasking, clearly. It takes a lot of brain power sometimes to do drawings like this. I love how my little desk tidy is looking in the background. I love that colour. I've actually just received some frames that I ordered that I'm gonna put up in my new studio. I'm thinking maybe up on this wall here, I'm gonna put some of my little square mini prints in them. For some reason, like as an artist, you end up not prioritising putting art in your own home. I mean, I can only speak for myself. I don't know how it is for other people, but for some reason I don't prioritise doing that, and I should do because it's what inspires me, like having art around me. So I do want to make that like a goal to get more art up in this room, and what better way to start than with some of my own artwork. So I need to pick 3 designs to go up in here. I don't know which ones to do. Might have to like go on my website and shop as if I am like actually customer shopping through the designs and pick 3. I think that's a good idea anyway, to go through the journey and act as if you're a customer and see what the shopping experience is like. And I do plan on doing more original work, or at least trying to do more with the ones that I've already got. I feel like I'll do an original and I'll put the designs on cards and prints, but I won't really push selling the original piece itself. So I think I'm going to start putting my originals on the wall behind me, and then they're always visible and I can always be like, this is my current original that you can buy if anyone's interested. I don't think I do a good enough job of sharing my original work, to be honest. This morning I am going to work on the next part of this snake tutorial. I haven't worked on it in a little while with everything that's been going on. Feeling ready to sit down and get on with this now. I think it's going to be quite challenging, adding all of like the little scales and stuff here. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we love a challenge, so it's all good. I've had to set my tripod up a little bit differently now because before I had the shelves behind my desk to clamp this super clamp onto. This is a Manfrotto super clamp and a Manfrotto arm. So I've had to clamp it to my desk. It does wobble a tiny little bit on the videos, but nothing major. So far I'm happy to continue with this setup, but I'm really hoping that it doesn't wobble too much and like bother anyone watching, and then I'll have to figure out how on earth I'm going to clamp it behind my desk. Maybe I'd get a little bar that sat on the windowsill with like weights on it. I don't know. But hopefully this setup is good enough because it's nice and clean and tidy. Quite sunny today, so I've had to close the blinds just so I don't get too much sunlight peering through. I'm hoping to get 2 tutorials filmed today because I want to do my giraffe as well. I've been doing a giraffe on Patreon. This snake is just like a bonus tutorial, so it's just a little extra one that I'm doing. I get a lot of questions about what camera I use as well. This is the Canon M100. It is good. I do like it. I don't think it's the best camera out there, but I've had it for a few years now and it does the job, so. I always get like really worked up when I'm about to start filming. I don't know why. No matter how much I do it, I always get a bit nervous and a bit like on edge. But once I get into the swing of things, I'm fine. It's just getting past that first bit and into the flow of it. There we go, that is the finished 4th part of this tutorial. I am really pleased with that. I think I need to just refine some of these skills a little bit more, but that can be for the next part. Just so you know, this is on both the fundamentals and advanced tier, so anyone who signs up to Patreon on either of the tiers can draw along with this tutorial. I don't know whether I should now do my next part of my giraffe tutorial while I'm sort of in a filming kind of mode, or whether I should edit the snake video and then film. I feel like I should film. I think it would be a bit like too disruptive to start doing different things and jumping back to filming. So while I'm in like a teaching kind of mindset, I think I'm probably best to film the next part of the giraffe tutorial. One thing about like being back here and having my own space is that I can be really flexible with when I film tutorials. So at least there's that's come out of it, so I can just get on with it whenever I want. I am really missing Paddy so much though. Like I'm finding it really hard having him there by my side all the time to not being here with me. It is something that I'm like struggling with, but distractions are wonderful. That's why I've just been cracking on and getting on with things, and I think that's usually the best way to cope with stuff, isn't it? So this is my giraffe so far. We've done both eyes obviously, and this whole section is on the fundamentals tier and the advanced tier, but the rest of it now going forward is just going to be part of the advanced tier. So I'm trying to decide which bit I should do next. Maybe I'll work my way up the top of the head first. Do these little bits here. I did actually Google the name of those and I can't remember what they were.
The giraffe's horns are called ossicones. Which are made of ossified cartilage and which fuse later to the skull in the parietal bones.
So these bits are called ossicones. She said they were cartilage, so yeah, I think I will do the ossicones. This is the reference that I'm using. It's by a photographer called Andy Morphew, and he allows artists to use his photos, and he's got loads of lovely Africa photos, like bird photos, all sorts of lovely references. Definitely go and check him out if you are looking for references. I do often get asked about where I get my references from, so often I will seek out photographers or I'll use royalty-free stock photo websites because you're allowed to do whatever you want with finished work that you create. And I also use a website called Wildlife Reference Photos. Some great places to go out and have a look. Sometimes it is worth trying to find more unique references where you can, because you don't want to spend hours on something and for hundreds of other artists to have the exact same artwork pretty much because you've all used the same reference. I mean, it's going to happen to an extent. There's always going to be somebody that's used the same reference or at least a similar one. Unless the photographer has specified that you can use their images, I would message them or email them and ask their permission first, because I have done that and they've turned around and said, no, we don't like doing that. So it is definitely worth messaging them. You can't just go and use their photo with no permission. I'm gonna have to use a different memory card because that one is full, and I keep my memory cards in Groot's head, as you do. Oh, hello. Do you want to come say hello? Oh, I have missed you though, Charlie. I think he actually has missed me as well because he's been on my bed every night with me, cuddling up to me. Got him for my birthday when I was... Oh no, don't jump on there. He's obsessed with trying to get on my drawing. You're a very welcome distraction. So this is the before. There we go. So that is the next part of the giraffe finished. I didn't get a chance to finish the top of the ossicones because that took me a long time. The Strathmore Bristol vellum I feel does take a long time to build the layers up, so I'm going to have a go at using the Strathmore Bristol Smooth at some point and see if that makes any difference, but I don't think filming 2 consecutive tutorials in a row is for me. I think I need to do it at different points of the day. Feeling a bit more refreshed, so yeah, at least it's done now. At least I've filmed both of my Patreon tutorials for the week. I think it's time for a bit of lunch. So today we've got something a little bit different planned. I'm not doing much work at all today because myself and my dad are going over to the Lake District. I bought him like a Virgin Experience day where it's basically like a steam train and afternoon tea. We get the train from Ravenglass up in Cumbria and it's about an hour and 40 minutes away from here, so it's quite a bit of a drive. I didn't realise it was that far away, but we go to Dalegarth on the steam train. My dad loves stuff like this, like steam trains, anything like that is proper into. Yeah, should be a lovely day, so I thought I would take you along with us. I cannot believe it's the middle of June because it feels like it's winter again. I've looked at the weather forecast and it's showing thunderstorms all day, so really picked a good day for it, but you had to book it in advance. Hopefully it'll still be good and we'll still have a nice time and we'll be able to see something out of the windows because it's meant to be like a really scenic little steam train journey, so yeah, it should be a nice day either way.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better. I try to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart and I won't dare to say, feel the same way. Maybe you don't wanna know, but you don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you, so maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time.
Thought I would come on and finish the vlog off. We had a really nice weekend. I went to go and see Paddy on the Saturday and that made me really happy. We had the biggest cuddles and I've already made plans to take him to see his best pal Dexter for a run around at the dog place, so that should be really nice. I was so happy to see him on Saturday and I just burst into tears because I was just like, oh, I miss you so much. Then on Sunday it was Father's Day, so we had a nice day. Went out for tea and stuff. Yeah, it was just a really nice weekend, so I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Do bear with me over the next few weeks, few months, whatever, while I sort of just deal with all of the changes and whatnot. Obviously, like I said, I don't really want to go into it too much on here, but do know that I am finding it difficult, so yeah, just bear with me in the meantime. I think, as always, I like to use my work and my business and stuff as a distraction. So yes, I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Make sure to give it a like if you did, because it really does help the channel out. Subscribe to see more videos like this and I shall see you in the next one. So bye for now.